Hi guys, it's Riki and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Riki and I'm a real life activist, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today I'm reviewing a new brand for me, specifically. I've been trying to purchase from them for the longest time and they didn't ship to Europe, like the whole EU, the whole, And they were always like, oh yeah, shipping to the EU will resume shortly. I think it's made it seem like they used to ship to the EU before COVID and then they didn't anymore. I don't know. And it's been like a solid 1.5 years or so since I wanted to try to, since I wanted to buy something from them. And finally, they do EU shipping. And the brand I'm talking about is Kamo Fitness. So Kamo Fitness has been, kind of hyped up by some North American influencers. They seem to have some cute stuff. They're Serenity Leggings are super hyped and stuff. And I was like, okay, I should try those. But yeah, I could never get anything because they just didn't ship to the EU. But now they do. Also, I didn't have to pay any import fees. So they just recently launched their spring collection, which wasn't super big, but there's some fun colors there. And that's also when they, announced they were gonna do EU shipping again. They have a full EU website, I think, that you get redirected to. And yeah, no import fees. I think shipping was also free, or at least not super expensive. And I think there's always some influencer percentage, but influencer codes you can get some discount with. I don't have one, but yeah, you can probably find something for I think it's 5% or something. So not a ton, but their items aren't super expensive anyway. They're more of an affordable brand. And yeah, a lot of people seem to like them a lot. So I figured I should try them now that I finally can. And yeah, we have some fun colors coming, some fun pieces. I think I have 5 different pieces. And not 5 different colors, but there was definitely a few colors where I was oh, I like this one too, I like this one too. Should I get 2 of those? But since I had never tried them, I kind of needed to see for myself if I liked their stuff anyway before I, purchased items in multiple colors. So yeah, because I'm not sure how returns work, but I am assuming I wouldn't bother with it because shipping back to the US or wherever it has to go back to is quite expensive. And if there's no prepaid shipping options, which there isn't, then, I wouldn't try that. Anyway, like I said, we have 5 different pieces today, so let's get into it. I will start with the sports bra. We have some fun, twisty, kind of risky sports bras today. This is the Selene Sports Bra in the color Parisian blue. My normal sports bra size is a size small, so I got this in a size small, but I'm already a little bit concerned because the space between the cups seems a little big. But let's talk about this. So we have the twisty thing here in the front. It's kind of a little complicated when you try to figure out how to put it on, because they can kind of twist and turn. We do have removable cup pads in this, and it's a very, very deep V, very, very deep and very wide. And then we have the same design in the back, basically. So you don't really have a big difference between front and back, except for you have the removable cup pads here and you don't have them in the bag. Surprise, I know. We also do have a Kamo Fitness logo on the side here. It's very tone and tone, which I actually really appreciate because that means it's not going to be super obvious. And yeah, it's off to the side because there isn't really an option to put it in the bag if you have this twisty situation going on. The fabric is quite soft. It's not the softest brushed fabric I've felt. It still feels a little rough at times, but it's definitely brushed. It feels a little stiffer than some other fabrics. So of course they're aiming for this brushed soft fabric, but yeah, definitely I have felt softer. This is a 75% nylon, 25% spandex mix, and yeah, made in China. But like I said, I'm more concerned about this the wide décolleté kind of situation. I do have a smaller chest, so I don't need a lot of coverage, but I do need some. And sometimes if you don't fill out the cups, there's more risk of falling out than if you do fill them out. So I'm a little bit concerned. I appreciate that we have thick straps that just go up and down. That's quite comfortable usually. Nothing cutting into your traps or your neck. So that's gonna be nice, but let's see this on. All right, let's talk about the sports bra. I'm kind of really, really worried about nip slips with this. I wish they had there was a little less, distance between where the cups are, if that makes sense. I also feel there's definitely a lot of extra space here on the sides. So yeah, if they had just had less space between the actual fabric that covers your boobs, maybe this would have been a little bit better, but like definitely here on the sides, there's like too much space for me. So maybe it would fix size, like if I size down, this would be fixed, but still like I wish there was a little bit less fabric, you know, a little bit more something like this. And this way, yeah, it's just too big on the sides. And there's just a lot of potential for nip slips. I'm not excited about that. And I will also say that I did wear this to test, you know, because I was just like, nip slips are a possibility. So I wore this under a jumper for like half a day. And yeah, it was definitely, you know, showing more things, exposing more things than I wanted to. So I would 100% say, if you have wide spaced boobs, this is definitely going to fit you. If you have bigger boobs, I think that would also be okay, because you probably can like kind of like shift it around a little bit. But for my small chest, I definitely don't go for this, or size down, and, you know, maybe try if that changes things a little bit. It's also not extremely tight around the band here anyway, so I feel like there's definitely space for sizing down here as well, and maybe that's just something that could fix it. Otherwise, yeah, we have these thicker straps. They're not adjustable. You have removable cup pads here as well. And then the back is just very, very simple. Same thing. It basically looks the exact same as the back, as the front, just that you don't have the cup pads in here. And I think somewhere here on the side, you have like the Kamo Fitness logo, very tone and tone. So that's at least nice. You know, that's not super obvious. But yeah, definitely do size down if you still want to try this with a smaller chest. For me, it just doesn't work as a sports top like this. And yeah, it's just like I'm falling out basically. I think it's a cute look, don't get me wrong. If this would work without me like falling out, I would definitely wear it like this, because I think it looks cute, but like I just can't. So yeah, there's just too much space, and just like too much space between the two boob covering parts of this bra. And it just doesn't work for me. Support wise, still like a light support. Like it's not like no support at all, still like an okay light support. But yeah, it's just like there's gonna be some nip slips if I would wear it without a top on top, basically. And I also like, honestly, if this is like a risk, I still would not wear it. And like I feel like also when I had it under my jumper, I still felt uncomfortable, because, you know, then like you have stuff rubbing against shirts that's you're not like want to have rubbing against other things necessarily. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Not my favorite thing. Let's just move on. All right, next up we have another sports bra. This is the Emily Sports Bra in the color Holly Berry. So I'm showing you two different colors at least that came in this collection now. Everything came in all the colors, I believe. So you could have also gotten this one, the Parisian blue, or the other sports bra in this Holly Berry color. There was also a really nice dark green that I liked a lot. But like I said, I didn't want to spend too much not knowing if I liked the pieces, if I liked the brand at all. And this sports bra is very, very similar in the front. We do have like this twisty thing again, although it looks like there's going to be a little bit more coverage. We also do have removable cup pads again. Same fabric, the 75% nylon, 25% spandex. So brushed, but like still not the softest brushed. But now we have a thin spaghetti strap here, and I'm saying one thin because this is the thin spaghetti strap. There's no adjustability on this one, and this one definitely goes across your traps. And then in the back you have this braided strap, so there's a little bit more detailing going on. Camera focus, kind of. Okay, it's trying. But like we have this braided strap, and this one you can actually unclip. So this braided strap kind of pulls down the thin spaghetti strap, so it's not a halter neck. But if you want it to be a halter neck, you can just unclip this braided strap and make it a halter neck. So you have options there, which I think is nice. I have tried some halter neck bras. I'm not the biggest fan of them, especially because I like to wear my sports bras all day long, and then, you know, kind of gets a little bit tiring even with my smaller boobs. But if you want to, you could theoretically make this a halter neck sports bra. Otherwise, again, fairly simple. We just have no detailing here in the back now, so it's not twisty in the back either, or like it was with the other one. We also do have the Tone and Tone Kamo Fitness logo here. Again, you can't really see it, which I really, really appreciate because I don't like big logos. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. And I feel like there's a little bit more, yeah, just a little bit more coverage going on in the front. So I hope there is, definitely. And I hope this one fits a little bit better than the other one. So yeah, again, got this in a size small, but let's see it on. All right, next sports bra. This one fits a lot better than the other one, than the one I had in blue, because there's definitely like more coverage here in the cups, I think. You still have like this twisty detail, you still have removable cup pads, but it's just like, you know, closer together, you have more coverage all over. Now, of course, you have thinner straps, so they're not going to be as comfortable as the other ones, and they also kind of cut across your traps. So the other ones were like more straight up and down. So strap-wise, this is a little bit less comfortable, but like, you know, I'm not afraid of falling out now. I'm okay with this. So size small for this bra works a lot better than size small for the other one. For this one, I would stay true to size for sure. But yeah, you know, good amount of coverage. I also don't have this extreme like amount of fabric left here on the sides. So that's also really, really good. And then in the back, you have a little bit of like a crisscross thing happening, but also fun. I will go and show you this in a second. You basically have like this kind of like braided part of like the strap that kind of like just intertwines with the strap from the front, and you can actually unclip this. So you could have a halter neck here if you wanted. I think I wouldn't wear it as a halter neck, but you have the option in case you want to. And I think it's nice that you can kind of like transform it a little bit. But yeah, basically this way, it's cutting across your traps a little bit, but it's not like kind of like putting pressure on your neck, because this strap is kind of pulling this strap down a little bit. And you still get like a decent amount of like support, more of a light support, but you know, it's fine. And yeah, it's just, it doesn't feel like, I can feel the braided strap a little bit pulling the other one down, but it's not like too uncomfortable. Like probably not, like I said, the other sports bra felt a lot more comfortable when wearing, just, you know, if it hadn't been for the near nip slips that I was afraid of were going to happen anytime. But like strap wise, I would have preferred, like I prefer the other one because it was more comfortable, but like coverage wise, I prefer this one. And yeah, it's a cute detail with this kind of strappy thing. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to show you that now. All right, the other strap is unclipped. As I can show you here in the back, it's now full halter neck. And just as soon as I unclipped it, the sports bra felt too big. So I was absolutely fine with the other strap, but now that I have this, like I feel like I have so much extra fabric and like I don't get any lift from this. I'm just like really, you know, just, I don't know. It's the strap here is like super long now, and it had to be long so it could kind of like be pushed, you know, down with the other strap. But now that I have the full length of the strap, I'm just like, it's like zero support. It's too big. There's too much fabric now. So definitely would not recommend that. I prefer it like, you know, like this with the other strap. And it's just like, yeah, it's just crazy. They should have made this strap adjustable. I think then it would have worked. But since this strap is not adjustable, like it just doesn't work for it. It just doesn't. Unless you buy it so it fits you like this. But I think then it would be too tight if you use the braided strap as well. But yeah, if you want to wear it like this as a halter neck, I would say size down. If you want to wear it with the other one, do not size down. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer the other way of wearing it, but everyone has their own opinions, and yeah, just, you know, it's nice that it had this feature, but like I think they didn't think it through fully. All right, now you saw the two sports bras in the two different colors. Of course, I also got matching bottoms. So we have the Serenity Leggings 25-inch inseam in the Parisian blue. I did get these in a size medium. I'm generally in between size small and size medium for my bottoms. I have a smaller waist, but a bigger butt thigh situation. And if I've never tried a brand before, I'll definitely always go for a size medium. So I did that with these. We have a very, very simple legging. Again, same fabric as the sports bras. So the 75% nylon, 25% spandex. Feels nice and soft and brushed, but not too soft. Like I said, there's still like this little bit of like roughness to it. It's quite stretchy as well. 25-inch inseam, as it says in the name. So for me, these are probably going to be like a 7/8 length or slightly shorter. I'm 5'7", so, or 1 meter 70 centimeters in the metric system. And we have no front seam here, high waist, no top seam here either. which, you know, it's very, very simple. It's nice. It's probably gonna like look good on the waist. And then in the back, we have some slightly curved glute seams. I always appreciate that, you know, just a little bit of curved glute seams is all I really need. And then we also do have the Tone and Tone Kamo Fitness logo here, actually in the middle of the waistband here in the back, where I generally expect the logos to be. I know some brands do it differently, but I kind of always, if it's not there, I kind of feels a little bit empty. Yeah, but otherwise, I think this is pretty good. The stitching, I mean, looks okay for the most part. I've definitely had like way worse Gymshark leggings than this. Can't complain. Nothing is coming loose so far. These are a bit more affordable than some other brushed legging options. But if they're gonna be as good, let's see that. All right, onto these leggings. They're just very, very simple. I think they fit quite nicely. I did wear them for a workout already and they held up very well as well. Didn't have to pull them up or anything. I will say it's not like a lot of compression. It's more of a light compression. It's also like definitely less compression in the waistband for me. Maybe the tiniest bit of gaping, but it's not that bad. They're a nice amount of high-waisted. We have no front seam on these. And when I wore these without a panty liner, just like with my underwear, I definitely did get some camel toe on these still. So just be aware of that. If you're I'm usually not very prone to camel toe, but with these, with just underwear and no panty liner, it was very there. So yeah, I usually wear a panty liner and nude underwear, and then it's fine. Like I currently can't, you know, I currently don't get a camel toe, but just be aware if you're very prone to it. This might still give you camel toe even though there's no front seam. Lengthwise, they are a 7/8 length on me, maybe teeny tiny bit shorter. And then in the back, we also do have this slight curved glute detailing, which I think is just very simple, very flattering. You have this Tone and Tone Kamo Fitness logo here in the back as well. And that's kind of it about these. So there's not much going on. They just like fit nicely. I will say that they do definitely show cellulite and like any kind of bumps you have underneath. So when I wore them for my workout, the panty liner was kind of like, you know, folded over at some point and you could see that through. So be aware, like just wear like seamless underwear underneath. Like every single thing shows through. So yeah, it's, even though like the fabric doesn't feel like the thinnest, but it's like just like every single bump is, you're gonna see it. It also sometimes like throws a little bit of like, you know, like extra fabric here every now here and there. I saw it under like my butt after my workout, or like sometimes there's a little bit extra in the crotch area depending on how you sit, how you move, how you stand. And like, yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like I think it does that because it's not the most body hugging fabric. So if I talk about, for example, the Buffman Legacy leggings, they're so body hugging that usually like there's no extra like folding or anything. And here it's just like, because they're not as hugging and as smooth, it does happen. So just be aware of that. And yeah, if you're cellulite concerned, then I would only go for darker colors with these for sure. We also don't have a top seam. I think the waistband like really sits at like a really nice height. It also doesn't roll over, so it also just sits nicely. That's really good. And as I already mentioned, there's like maybe the tiniest bit of gaping for me, but it's really not like a big amount of gaping. And I think they just look very flattering on your waist here as well. And I could also see some sweat when I was working out, but that's just normal, especially because this is also lighter color. So yeah, not super like sweat proof, but that's okay. Alright, this time I also did get some shorts. I usually am not like a big shorts person, but I figured, you know, I'd just try them. So these are the Serenity Shorts 6-inch in Holly Berry to match the Selene Sports Bra. So 6-inch inseam, as it says in the name again, which for me is actually quite good length. 4-inch inseams usually ride up on me a lot. Anything like from 5 to 6-inch inseams is what I like usually if I do wear shorts. These look very, very similar to the leggings. So we have no front seam, no top seam, no side seams either. And in the back, you have the slightly curved glute seams, just like the leggings. Like I said, we also do have the Tone and Tone Kamo Fitness logo here in the back again. And what I really, really like, the first thing that I also saw when I unpacked these, they kind of flare out a little bit at the bottom of the thighs here. Well, it's not the bottom of the thighs, but like at the bottom, you know, of the leg part of this, which also already tells you that they're going to be a little bit better in terms of thick thigh friendliness, because, you know, they made them a little bit wider where you need a little bit more width, which is good. So I'm really excited to try these out. There's still seam at the bottom, and there's definitely like some tightness if you stretch it out to a certain extent. So maybe there's going to be some cutting in, but probably not too much because the fabric is still like very, very stretchy and because of the flaring out here. But yeah, let's see these on. Alright, I also figured I'd try the shorts, and there's a nice hot pink here. These are 6-inch inseam. They actually do fit quite nicely. They do cut in a little bit into my thighs, but it's like not uncomfortable or anything. It's just like, you know, it happens. No front seam, high waist, no top seam either. And then just like what we had with the leggings, that you have this like curved glute seam, Kamo Fitness logo here in the back, Tone and Tone, so nothing too bad. And all in all, they really feel like the shorter version of the leggings. So yeah, and I went with the same size for both. And I think that actually worked out fine. Of course, it really depends on, you know, how big your thighs are, I guess. But like for me, I do have thicker thighs, and I still am fine with the medium that I also got in the leggings. For sure, I would not size down in the shorts now. In the leggings, I think it would have been a possibility, but all in all, it fit nicely. I will also say that also this, you know, is not as body hugging, but it's the same fabric as the leggings. So you will have some like folding of fabric, some extra fabric here and there, depending on how you stand, how you move. And you're definitely going to see some cellulite as well. So just be aware of that again. I also feel like I do have, you know, the waistband kind of comes down a little bit more than it did for the leggings, but it's really not like, you know, coming down a lot. It's just a tiny bit. So there is some like tiny differences, but all in all fits really like the leggings. It's quite comfortable. They also don't really, you know, move or anything when you move. So all nice, but that's also because they're 6-inch inseam. So they're a bit longer than your, you know, if I have a 4-inch inseam, it's definitely gonna ride up. But with these ones, if it's like 5 or 6, it usually doesn't happen. So that's good. Okay, last but not least, the most expensive piece of this haul actually, but I think my favorite. This is the CozyTech Hoodie in Dusty Orange. I intended to get this in a different color, but you know, that other color was like a lavender color, was like sold out super fast. And then I started panicking because I was like, oh my God. But I also do like this orange a lot. And there were some like other nice colors too. But yeah, I think this one is super cozy. I got this in a size medium large. I think I went for the bigger size because I'm a small up top, just because, you know, it's an oversized hoodie and like it can never be oversized enough basically. So that's why I went for that one. I don't think it was necessary to size up generally. Just it gives you a little bit more length as well. And I do like the length this is now. But yeah, you can absolutely stick with your normal size because the oversizedness of this is pretty good. So this hoodie is like super soft on the outside. It's like, I don't know, it's like this like super soft sweat material, but it's like really soft. You have this big hood. There's no drawstring on the hood. You have this zipper that's like kind of like a half zip with this little ring that makes it easy to zip it up and down. And then on the inside, you have like this super soft fleece, like super fleece lined, super soft, really warm too. And then you have like big sleeves, cuffs at the bottom here, thumb holes, and you also do have like a big kangaroo pocket. Oof, here, like really big. The pocket is lined with just the outside material, so not with fleece. It's still very soft. Like I said, the outer material is also very soft. And then we do have like a little bit of an interesting design, because you do have the normal like hoodie fabric going all the way down here, and then on the sides you have this ribbed cuff material starting that actually goes all the way around the back, onto the side again. In the back, you just have like some seam detailing to just make it like fall nicely on your body. And that's kind of it. It's like a super boxy fit for sure. It's like very wide, but not super long. Like I said, I like the length actually. I think the length is really good. It's not super cropped. It's still like a pretty good length. If you lift your arms, you know, you're going to expose some skin, but otherwise the length is really good. And this is just super cozy and super soft. And let's just see it on. All right, onto this hoodie. This is actually my favorite piece of of my purchase, of my haul. I really like this one. I've worn it a few times since I've gotten it. And I think it's really nice. Like, it's super nice and big. Like, it's really big, really oversized. It has like this really big pocket. I think one thing they could have changed is it's really hard to find the entrance to the pocket because it's like super off to the side. So it would have been nicer if they had just like made it a little bit smaller, because then you could have just gotten in from there. But this way, like, you kind of like, you know, have to go in from the side and kind of push the hoodie to the front if you want to be like this. So it's like really hard to reach in because there's so, like, the pocket opening is so far to the side. So I think that would have been one point they could have changed a little bit. Otherwise, we have this really nice big hood, no drawstring on these, but like, you know, it's fine. It's the hood isn't like lined with like super soft fabric. It's just the fabric from the outside, which is already pretty soft. But the inside of the hoodie otherwise is like this fleece, and it's super nice and soft and cozy. It's also really warm, even though it's like, you know, quite wide at the bottom. I didn't get chilly from the bottom, from the wind creeping in from down below. We do have like this big zipper here that you can unzip a little bit more. You can zip it a little bit more. So depending on what you want. You have thumb holes. I honestly don't wear them that often. They are barely long enough, the sleeves. So I kind of feel a little bit of a pull if I want to stretch out my arms like this. That's why I prefer to just wear it like this. But you do have the option of thumb holes. And yeah, it's just like quite oversized, quite big. There's no need to size up if you want an oversized fit, for sure. And then the back is just very simple. I like the length because the length is like, it's really good. It's just like, it's still very flattering, even though it's nearly full length. If you lift your arms a little bit, you can expose a tiny bit of midriff, just a tiny bit. And also what I really like is that you have this like soft top fabric. And then in the back, you have this like kind of more scrunchy, like, a cuff here that you also have at the sleeves, but in the front you don't have that. You know, it just starts kind of off the side there, and it's just kind of super cute. And it's also really soft. Like I said, it's not as soft as the fleece lined inside, but the outside fabric is still very nice and soft. Pocket is also the outside fabric, not the fleece lined, but still, you know, very nice and warm, very cozy. And I think they had like super fun colors. I actually meant to get the lavender, but that was like sold out super fast. So I went for this fun bright orange because, you know, spring is coming soon. So have to get ready. But also I like the lime green a lot. And yeah, just like a nice jumper to just throw over for lounging. I also wore this to work, you know, with just a pair of leggings just to be cozy at my desk. And like just, you know, a little throw over for me when you go to the gym. I don't think I would wear this as like a cover up when I go for my workout, to start my workout, because it's quite warm and quite like kind of bulky in a way. But, you know, if you go to the gym and you have a few layers under, like, you can definitely fit a few layers, or yeah, just for lounging. But yeah, my favorite piece from my haul. All right, it's conclusion time. As I already mentioned, my favorite piece is this hoodie. Could have definitely gotten a few more colors of this one, but I think it's so soft, so cozy. I like the fit a lot. I like the length a lot. Otherwise, I think the sports bras were a little bit like, eh. I like the idea of the Emily Sports Bra with that, you know, little strap that you could unhook, and then you could have like the halter neck option, but it just didn't work out as well. So they didn't really think it through too much. The other sports bra, like I said, nip slips, like, whew. The leggings are pretty decent, especially for the price. It's just like, they're not as body hugging as some other leggings that I have, so not my absolute favorite. I would definitely buy them again though if they have like some cute colors or some cute prints. It's not like I hate them or anything. They perform still quite nicely. I couldn't see too much sweat in them, and I never had to pull them up, so, you know, no complaints there. It's just like, it's not like the best quality material I've ever touched in my life. So that's just what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, I think like for an affordable option, they're pretty good. I like the color options that they have. I like that there's no import fees to be paid when I shop from the EU. So that's also a pretty big bonus. You can get some discount codes floating around here and there. So just, you know, if you want to purchase something, just, you know, 5% extra is still 5% extra. So just try to find some athletes that have some codes. And yeah, if you want to buy anything, I would absolutely recommend this hoodie here. Definitely would recommend. It's good. Okay. They also, like I said, had some other color options in case you're not a big fan of orange, but I think it was actually a nice orange, so still works on my very pale skin tone, okay? Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, and you haven't done that yet, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, you can subscribe to my channel so you can get notified about all the new upcoming videos. If you have any feedback, any suggestions, if you tried any of these Kamo Fitness pieces before, if you've tried Kamo Fitness before, if you want to try them, we can chat about it. We can exchange opinions, and yeah, if you have any feedback for like new brands or like any suggestions or any feedback for what I can do better in these videos, also do let me know. I'm always trying to make them as good as possible for you guys. And yeah, otherwise, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.